Yeah. You know, it's Ranil, you know what I mean? Ron, popularly, mostly known as Ron. you know, I'm at the 24 lounge, literally at the back. You know, the water there, like, yeah. Yeah. Me think I don't understand how the black cloud with it. But, yeah, we're there at the back, you know what I mean? And chilling with a long time friend, good friend of mine, you know what I mean? I've seen him grown way, from the start to the top, you know what I mean? We've come from far, you know what I mean? Come from the one and only the Herbert, not Rupert, the Herbert, Morrison Technical High School, you know what I mean? We went to the same school. And yeah, I think you're the only person that every year may win in the same class.
Yo, brother, I never know if it's a blessing or one curse. Well, yeah, man, 70, 8, what, 8M?
9M.
9M, 10 VP, 11 VP. You see me? And we still a link after that, brother. You don't know, say. A far away we come, man. A long track. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So, it's, by the way, you must recognize the voice, Rankine Dred. Big time drummer for, matter of fact, growing very fast as it relates to being known in the circles, of Kingston and bands, reggae bands specifically. Yeah, Rankine Dred, reggae bands around the world. They've been doing big shows from LA, you say Africa. We're in Africa?
So it's not Africa, I'm sure. We did recently, so we did a tour in the UK. That was nice. About UK, Paris and Switzerland, I think. Yeah, in that trip. Before that, we had the Europe run where we were just basically going from France, Germany, Belgium, Sweden. Yeah, and mostly other parts of the US and mostly that I'm there too, them type of thing.
I understand. Now, as it relates to being a well-known drummer, you know what I mean, especially in the inner circles and growing your social media, you did shows at TVJ, Smile in the Morning, CVM as well, CVM Sunrise. Tell us how it all started, like from high school days, like we can't even cut this up. High school days, like when did you exactly start drumming and where did the growth really start? Like where did you think you broke as it relates to, starting as a regular drummer, then going on a next level?
I feel like a journey there for me started around, say about 10th grade. That at the time I really feel that drive, so so many if I actually start take this seriously, if I really want to make a living from this, I have to make sure I'm on top of my craft and I develop myself daily towards the goal what I say I want to go for. So I set my mind from them time there and so I end up at Edna Manley after finishing, never take a year break, nothing, just go straight in a Edna Manley for the next 5 years. Well, this is my 5th year, I could say. I did a preliminary course, so that's 1 year plus 4. So yeah, man, and then basically I was playing gigs around town, trying to get myself out there. Whether you call it a little thing at the end of the night or not, it's a free show, promotion thing. Yeah, it's a struggle of a musician out there. And it's like, from them time you learn some lesson and you learn how to manage money so that when the opportunity and the guidance of Jah come through. Yo, what's going on, Chris? Yeah, I'm there, man. Oh. Yeah, man. So it's like, you would have to relax myself, bro.
I get what you're saying. I get. That's alright, man. That's alright.
Yeah,
we're chilling. Alright, Rankine remembers, guys.
Let me know, say my memory terrible. Gee. Coming back, So yeah, you do gigs around town, maybe not any paid thing, you do your thing, and people start to hear about you, and then when them start to see that what them hearing is true, if you're playing good music or not, they want to work with you. So you just put in that dedication, practice and all of that if you want to be that person, you know. And right now, I'm on my journey. I'm not going to toot my hand and say I reach or nothing like that. So it's just, but there at this point in my journey where, you know, I've got an interest of like drum companies and them kind of thing there. Talking like paperwork, you know, the next side of the business, like getting involved with promotion, and even through Instagram, I've been growing my Instagram as I say, bro. You see me? And you know, it's just hard to get myself across to people and let them understand who I am, you know, what I stand for, and just my part as a creative, you know, just to make my mark. Who is Rankine Dred? Yeah, I just want to voice my opinion and let them hear.
Alright, you know, Rankine Dred giving the history into how he even started, and also, you know, his time being at Edna Manley. Rankine, I know it wasn't easy, so you know, me and you know this personally as well. How was it financially? Tell us the upbringing of that, because you were saying earlier to me that you paid your school fee as it relates to Edna Manley, and rent as well, you know, as it relates to you being into Kingston. That must have been a big thing. You know, money is very scarce these days, and you know, young people have it very hard. You know, people stressing with school, having depression. You know, we've heard students from UTE being depressed. You know, drinking. You know, it's very stress elements and everything. But knowing that you telling me before that you are the one that paid as it relates to school fee in Kingston. I heard you paid the first the whole 5 years you were there. You paid because of gigs and other things. If this true, clarify this.
When some professional, G. Here we're going. So no, actually, I never paid the whole 5 years. I start off, mom did have a little college fund, but it never enough, so it could only really facilitate the first year. So after that, me I hunt scholarship, and some would end up get some bursaries around the place. And like sometimes some people who know me come bless me and help me up with that, and but later on, when I started to do shows and what bring in a certain amount of money that could help, most of it just started going into that. And so it just end up at a point where I pay for a semester, and that is like 150 grand. And like, yeah, you just have to do it because your education and it matter. I say it first.
Alright, Rankine, you know what I mean? Thanks for clearing that up and everything. And you know, moving on from that, you know, based on that state of mind of, you know, the whole finance situation, as I said, how do you motivate people as it relates, like you're an artist, you know, seeing how far you have come from, me personally as well, knowing you personally, what has happened. How do you motivate? You know, they will say, oh, you know, you have to do certain things to be in this industry, you know, Satan worshipping, you know, you have so many elements to evil as people relates to music. So how is it that you motivate people to not, you know, the type of music you do is peaceful, don't get me wrong, it's most of a, you know, reggae, you know, other genres, but how do you motivate musicians in general coming into the industry and also having a clear conscience, like basically wanting to go into music and being what you wanted to be in music, like being you? How do you motivate musicians?
Well, first of all, this is an evil business, you know. This music business, yeah, have ties with a lot of things, but you don't necessarily have to be a part of those ties. And really, it's just about you knowing your limits, your boundaries, you know. You don't have to go certain places if you don't want to. You know what I mean? I haven't had anything like that put towards me, so I wouldn't know for sure you know, the details and nothing like that. But you know, I'm aware of the conspiracies, and I watch them, you know, too. Cause you have to watch yourself out here, you know. But truly, for you to come up in the music business, boy, just know yourself, find yourself first. Don't come out here and let others validate you before you validate yourself. See me? So find yourself first, have a clear mind, go into it for the right reason, which is love and a message. You know? And surely good music will always live and never die. So somebody will hear you at a point in time. You never know who, you know. So just go and do your thing. As long as it's good music you're doing, you surely are gonna make it one day. See me? That's my advice to anybody.
Great advice, Rankine. You know, thanks for your insight as it relates to that. Now, moving on from you, how musicians can be motivated. You know, a lot of people I know you're coming in and saying, boy, Rankine's story sound nice. You know, Rockstar Riches type of vibes. Rankine Dred. When we know him the name, when we can't wonder, we see him on TV. So Rankine Dred now is gonna tell us the bands he's been working with, and he's been working with top artists. He's even worked with Chronix, right? If I'm correct, right? Rankine, Chronix. Oh, I'm wrong. You know what, guys? I'm gonna make Rankine clear up that, but don't get me wrong. He's been working with top artists, as I said. You know, I just got the Chronix part wrong. I'm so dumb, Rankine. Rankine's gonna clear it up. He's gonna tell you the people he has been collabing with and people in the future he wants to collab with.
Alright, so I'm gonna start from which part now? Firstly, when my first tune my record was like I think it was a tune for Garnet Jr., a tune named Won't Change. So at the time I was playing with Black Israel band. Then I worked also with 5 Star and Ancient Roots band. Play a couple shows here or there, you know. Work with Rasai.